The world has been full of limits and conditions, stripping our power away, box after box, dimming our light, hiding our truth, and forgetting who we are. It is time for a soul revolution that starts with us. We get to explore the depths of our own darkness, to remember who we are, and come back home to our soul, to be whole once again. We get to transform our wounds into soul medicine to heal us all. It is time to shake the foundation and allow the facade to crumble, leaving our true authenticity. It's time to plant the seeds of wisdom, love, and empowerment, and watch them all grow. Welcome to the Soul Revolution Tribe. Welcome back to episode 4 of the Soul Revolution Tribe, Born to be Conscious Creators. I am your host, Jackie B., your RN and Shamanic Soul Guide. In this episode, I will be talking about what is a conscious creator, how we create a reality, and how we have the power to shift that reality in each moment. Our reality is a reflection of our inner world. I was always a driven kid. I went after my goals, pushed through the obstacles that came in the way. But as I reflect back, those goals a lot of times were what others expected of me and what would make them happy or proud of me. I still played it safe, not allowing myself to dream too big. I would say to myself, Jackie, you come from a not well-off family. Look at the cards you were dealt. You expect to do big and great things with that? You just need to settle for good enough. Don't be selfish. Don't be wanting more. Just be the good girl that everyone wants you to be, and their version of successful, and then it will all work out. Does that voice ring a bell to you? Because that was my inner voice for many years. When that was my inner reality, no wonder I created just enough, or never more than that, just what was expected. I was so focused on being the good girl, being good enough, and living up to the expectations that everyone set for me, that I didn't allow myself to be all of me. I was creating a life for others versus creating the life I was capable of. But it was all needed to get me to where I am right now. So what is a conscious creator? Being a conscious creator is about awareness, about intentionally creating, being intentional for what we're creating in this life. This is about shifting from the autopilot approach to life and getting back into the driver's seat. We are the creators of reality, unintentionally or intentionally, consciously or unconsciously. Either way, we are always creating. We are the decision makers. Even if it's indecision, that's still a decision. It's to choose not to choose. You can choose to embrace our power and use it to benefit all, or give it away. Being conscious creators is about being present and connected to each moment and choosing not to dissociate, to numb, to hide from it. To be able to see the connection from our inner world to our outer world. They are mirrors of each other. The situations, people, events, circumstances that all present in our life, they're life's messengers, opportunities to learn and grow. When we don't like our current reality, we have a choice. We have the power to shift it if we're willing to put in the work. You look at a reality and then reflect back in and ask yourself, how is this a mirror of what I'm believing and processing internally? This leads to how do we create a reality? It starts with an intention, the seed. The intention forms a thought, and that thought is fueled with energy from our emotions, feelings, meanings, and understandings that we give it, transforming it into a thought form. We repeat that thought form over and over again to form a pattern or a habit. And then we take that thought pattern as our truth, whether it's true or not, we decide it's truth, and it becomes a belief. If we decide it's truth, the mind will take it as concrete truth. Our beliefs influence everything that we take in and we create in life. We create a reality, and we are the source of the experiences in our lives. We source the experiences that have to give us that opportunity to work through the repressed, stuck energy in our body, move through and past the past pain, and break through the conditioning and the beliefs that are against our soul truth. This is the energy that is holding us from our soul potential, keeping us from shining as bright as we could be. These experiences are answers of what we've been asking for in life, the opportunities to become what we desire. For example, if we want to become more confident, we will source experiences where we can learn to step into our confidence more. It doesn't mean that it's going to be easy or comfortable, but it's an opportunity to create exactly what we're asking for. I hope you see the importance and benefits of being that conscious creator versus unconsciously creating. If we don't like our circumstances that we're creating, we get to take our power back, do the inner work, and make the shifts needed. As Albert Einstein said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. But yet we tend to do just that. Repeat the thoughts and the patterns and the behaviors that aren't serving us any longer and expect something different to happen. And we go to the quote unquote fix to the situation, which is doing more. It's time to flip that. It's no longer do, have, then be. It's about being and then doing so we can have. It starts with the energy of being, because you can do all the things and you can have all of what others can define as success and not truly be fulfilled. I'm a living example of that. I've had degrees in the book knowledge. I've had a successful, well-paying career, the family, the house, work that I liked doing, but I still felt like something was missing. I had this emptiness and hole inside of me. I struggled finding why. Then I realized, after doing some soul searching and inner work, that what that was missing was aspects of me. I felt constricted. I had to limit my time, and I wasn't able to do as much as the stuff I enjoyed. I wasn't allowed to truly experience all these things because I was so focused on career and goal setting that I was missing out on the living aspect. I wasn't allowing myself to be, to experience, to be present in the moment. Under the facade, the smile, the sweet demeanor, the self-sacrificing, people-pleasing behavior was a girl struggling secretly, in silence, with overwhelming anxiety, fear of disappointment, of rejection, of failure, the pressure of succeeding and keeping up with it, the low self-esteem. The chaos inside just swirled and swirled, and so in turn it projected out. You see, I created the reality that was around me. I was so afraid of the pain, the shadows, and the fears that I would ignore, hide, and numb them. I was afraid to feel. So I pretended that they didn't exist. And that's exactly what I was doing in my external reality as well. I was hiding the true me, all of my being, all of my aspects. You see, I am a ray of sunshine with a sweet demeanor and a heartwarming smile. But I'm also the human who is allowed to make mistakes, get messy, have fun. And heaven forbid I break the mold. I laugh, I let my guard down, and I have fun. Versus just fulfilling a role, an expectation, an image. I get to be me in all of my spectrum. It's okay to feel sad sometimes. It's okay to allow myself to be vulnerable and share my heart. It's okay to get hurt because I know I'm strong enough to get back up again. You see, that little girl was so terrified to be herself. So she hid behind all the masks to be accepted. But in doing so, she was slowly killing herself inside. Because the Jackie at my core is full of life, of love, of exploration. She's expressive and playful. She's energetic, yet grounded. And I didn't have to live in a box anymore. I just needed to allow myself to shift my reality by first shifting my internal world, exploring the dark unknown that I locked away. Because I didn't just lock away the part that the society deemed unacceptable. I locked away beautiful aspects and gifts of my being as well. Afraid to allow myself to be able to shine brightly, in worry that I'm hurting others. But in reality, when I shine bright, I encourage others to shine bright too. I don't have to dim my light for others, because that is giving them an example of what they should be doing too. And I don't want anyone to ever dim their light. So in this experience, in this discovery process, I created a process of transformation that really birthed my year-long self-paced yet interactive mindset and energetic program called Light Your Way. This is the process that I went through to become the conscious creator of my life, to be able to have the breakthroughs, the light bulb moments, to identify the patterns and beliefs that are not aligned to my soul truth, to be able to rewrite the storylines and address the energetic fuel to finally break the loops. I wanted to share a process that I'm living proof that works. I wanted to be able to share my soul medicine, because Light Your Way isn't just a one and done type of process. It's a method that you come back to over and over again, to come back home to your truth and light your way to a better future. So this is how Light Your Way was born. And if this is calling to your soul, please reach out to me and let's chat, because it might be the solution that you've been searching for, the vessel to support you to connecting back to your soul and aligning with your mental creation, with your dreams. So to close this episode, I'd like you to ask yourself, how have I been creating in my reality in this moment? Am I a conscious creator or unconscious? What would my life look like if I decided that from this moment, I was going to be a conscious creator and do the inner work to shift my outer reality? How would it look? How would it feel? How would it sound? And what would you create? Because the choice is always yours. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Soul Revolution Tribe. If this message resonated with you, please support our mission by subscribing, leaving a review, and sharing your takeaways. You can follow me on IG at Grow with Jackie B and our podcast page at Soul Revolution Tribe. I would love it if you would share this podcast with your loved ones who are aligned with our vision of making the world a better place, so we can grow and rise together. Don't forget to tune in next week for more soul conversations and soul medicine. Bye for now, and see you back soon.